Brian Carson, the king of crash, has been performing stunts since the late 70s. When you watch one of Brian's stunts, you'll see they are designed to look like they went bad. Well, believe it or not, that stunt was perfect. His name landed right side up, just as planned. Brian's stunts even impress the veteran movie stuntman.
Myself as a stuntman and other stuntmen I know who have gone and watched Brian will kind of sit there and go, holy mackerel, you know, like, wow. Because a lot of stuntmen have never seen things like Brian does, because we don't do them quite that big. You know, there are those occasions, but a lot of times Brian has done stuff and I've sat and shook my head and wondered, there's no way that he can get out of that car and he'll pop out.
Before we show you some of the most unbelievable wrecks that Brian hasn't popped out from, wrecks that have occurred when Brian Carson's stunts have gone bad, it's important to understand the basic premise of how his stunts are supposed to work. Brian calculates the physics involved in each stunt. He knows he must hit his launch ramp at exactly the right speed and angle. Explosions go off as he leaves the ramp. Flying hundreds of feet, he lands in a pile of catch cars, which provides the cushioning Brian needs to stay alive inside the car. One of two things in Brian's favor is this Kevlar jumpsuit. It protects him for up to 30 seconds to get out of the car if he catches fire. The other protection Brian has is that he builds very strong cages inside the car. They've been developed over years of crashing. This particular stunt is the perfect example of how one of Brian's stunts is supposed to go. At a takeoff speed of 100 miles an hour, Brian was trying to break the record of 250 feet in the air. He shattered it by going 298 feet, 2 feet short of a football field. He landed perfectly, no injury. And this is what Brian calls a sky crash. Went through the cars perfectly, landed in the catch cars, stunt went as planned.
All of my stunts end in a wreck. They're not made to be pretty. We're trying to make them as violent looking as possible, but yet survivable. But on many occasions, more than I can remember, I've been knocked unconscious on impact dozens and dozens of times. It's not a pretty business.